We'll have a call for the RDT engineer. That's the RDT engineer. Would you please come to the way?
Welcome back to Epsom Downs. We've moved over to the other side of the track, to the Routemaster. You might have seen this Routemaster at the Cheltenham Festival, but you haven't seen it here, and it's brilliant to be able to bring it to Epsom Downs, courtesy of Nyetimber, who join us once again. I'm not alone up here, thankfully. I've got a couple of pals to have a quick word with. Zoe Dearsley from Nyetimber joins us once again, just like last year, and Neil Phillips, well, you're always here. It's great to see you, as always.
I'm a resident.
A resident, exactly. Fantastic to be back here. Zoe, fantastic to have it this side of the track as well.
Yeah, no, it's a real treat. Obviously, we've moved from the other side to this side now and have the perfect view of the finish line, and, you know, perfect for cracking a bottle open when your horse wins. So we're very excited to be here.
Perfect for the social side, perfect for the racing fan as well, Neil.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a great spot here because you can look right across the start of the Oaks, see them going up the hill there, and also with the finishing line here, just get that perfect moment. And I remember a couple of years ago, made of Tom Balls actually, took a great photo of 5 horses in the Derby just all crossing a line together. Brilliant shot. But it really conjures up the atmosphere, and I think it's great being on the inside of the track actually.
It is, and it's great to accompany it with a drink in your hand. So what exactly are we having here, Zoe?
Well, cheers. We have got our Nyetimber Blanc de Blanc. This is the 2016 vintage. So Blanc de Blanc is a style that's really close to our hearts at Nyetimber. It was the first wine that we ever made back in 1992, and we only make it in exceptional years. So it's always a vintage, and it was always pure Chardonnay. So it's a wine that takes very well to lees aging. This has had a good 6 years aging on the lees in the cellar, so it's got that wonderfully creamy vanilla character, but it's also super fresh, lovely sort of stone fruit, citrus notes. Incredibly Moorish, and I think, you know, I'm not allowed favourites, but if I had one, then this would be up there, definitely.
I'm with you. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And also, it's interesting, how long is this going to last for? Because it's still 2016, you know, 8 years old now, but it still tastes so fresh.
Absolutely. I mean, we would describe this as a baby. It's literally early days. We only launched it in January this year. Blanc de Blanc is a style that we know from past vintages can age 10, 15, 20 years in the cellar. So whilst it's delicious now, if you are into more mature styles, then I would say you could easily lay this down for 20 years.
Anthony, you're going to do that?
Probably not, to be honest, if I'm completely honest.
You get collusion out of that piece.
Honesty is the best policy,
Yeah.
I always find. What exactly have we got in here? I'm guessing the pink tint to it, some kind of rosé.
Absolutely. So let me pour you each a little taster. This is our rosé multi-vintage. So the difference here is that it is not a single vintage. It's not purely from 1 year. This is a multi-vintage. The idea being we create a consistent house style. So it's a blend of several years. Again, a blend of grapes too. So whilst the Blanc de Blanc was pure Chardonnay, this is actually Pinot Noir, Chardonnay and Pinot Meunier. At Nyetimber, we only grow our own fruit. So there's no buying in of grapes. This is all from our vineyards in West Sussex, Hampshire and Kent. And for me, I mean, you'll see for yourselves, but the rosé is basically an English summer in a glass. You know, it's exploding with red fruit, lovely wild strawberry, cranberry, cherry flavours. And when the sun comes out, which I have faith it will, this is going to be the wine for you. So have a taste, see what you think.
And Zoe, just as well, while we're tasting, well, Anthony's going right in there. He's gone straight in. Look at that. It's great. He's not waiting at all.
I quite like them. I think I prefer it to the first one, to be honest.
Really? Okay.
I don't think...
There's a time and a place for all of them. For me, the Blanc de Blanc genuinely is a very food-friendly wine, so scallops, lobster, oysters. If you're going to be extravagant today, I don't know if there are any options of food like that here, but that's what you want with the Blanc de Blanc, whereas the rosé you can happily quaff away at.
Well, in terms of food, we can actually just head out of the Routemaster bus here. We can just head to Cedric's by Nyetimber because you've got loads of Asian food there. So the whole piece is that guests can just come out very informal, sit outside here, enjoy a whole range of dishes, take in the view, take in the location, come to your bus as well and drink through the range and enjoy themselves. That's what I like. It's really informal too, and I think a lot of roast goers want to have that kind of informality as well. So really have to emphasise to everybody just what a brilliant location this is. It's fantastic.
Yeah, hard to beat, and we've got a fantastic selection of wines on offer to buy by the glass and the bottle today, so we recommend come our way please, and hope that everyone's in for a successful afternoon.
Well, it was going to be a very successful one. Anthony, I'm just going to who do you fancy in the Oaks? Who do you fancy in the Oaks today?
I quite like a horse to finish each way personally. I quite like Caught You Looking, because I think Noel Meadsfield had a really good prep behind Azalea. Yep, she couldn't lay a candle to her really, but I thought that prep run was good enough. She's bred for it. Harzand, the star influence,
Yeah,
we know what he
sure.
did back in 2016. And I just wondered if they might try and just nick a bit of Group 1 black type. You're getting a good price if you do,
Yeah.
about 28 to 1.
No, you certainly
what
are.
about yourself?
Forest Fairy, I'm going for one of the Rafe Beckett horses. I do think she's definitely going to stay. I know they're talking about the ground good to soft, but I mean, I think it's maybe a bit softer than that, but we know she's going to do that, and I was impressed with that Chester performance. It's going to be great.
It is going to be great. The hard analysis happening back in the Racing TV studio. Captain, I'm raising a glass to you.
Cheers.
Cheers.